Welcome to this YouTube walk and talk. It is 21st September, so 20th of the month's come and gone for those wanting to be paid. We're edging closer to the end of the year, so got October coming up. I think we kind of need it, so reason why October is so good for you got a long weekend in there, you got warmer weather, All Blacks, Wallabies and the NRL finals, so you got a bit coming up. Also, you got the end of the year League Internationals, so it's going to be a couple of big ones this year. So New Zealand play Tonga and Samoa, which will be great games. But the big one will be Tonga versus Samoa, which is on a Sunday afternoon, the Sunday of Labour weekend. So that should be a big night. So that should bring in some money to the coffers. Some bars are doing well out there, some bars are holding their own, some bars are just doing enough. So yeah, it is hard times at the moment. This is probably the hardest period I've ever come across. Like post-COVID, everyone did well. Everyone came out and was like, oh yeah. But I think that was a bit of a false economy actually. Like definitely the spending habits have changed. So we're doing the Victoria Street one because Vesuvio just closed on a Friday, which is the 19th September, which is a real shame. Kind of hurt me a little bit because Vesuvio is one of my favourite bars. Not that I have favourites, but I do actually enjoy Vesuvio. It's a great date night bar in my opinion. Like you come here on a date, the chicks love it. As a guy, dating girls, of course. You've got the courtyard, you've got the couches and chairs upstairs, and you've got the bar down below. So, yeah, a bit of a sad one that one. They went into liquidation on Friday due to outstanding tax bills. So he must have been paying the staff himself and just trying to keep afloat, trying to work way through it. But once you get behind on those GST bills, yeah. We're all scared of the tax man, that's for sure. So we're down here, Murrayvale end of Papanui Road, Lundo. Lundo is a great spot, not open on a Sunday though. Tuesdays, Saturdays. That is a really great spot. It's probably, I think they won an award too recently. Sorry, I can't remember what award you won, Lundo. I do apologise for that. Gatherings, another great restaurant. I mean, you can go there for a drink. I didn't actually realise you could go there for a drink actually. I didn't even know that before. But yeah, Smash Palace on the corner over there. Shout out to Johnny and the crew. I did actually make it when there was Smash Palace over there. Didn't make it to the bus when it was a Carlton, because that Carlton only be 10, 11 years old. Wouldn't be that old. 10 maybe? I think it might be 10 years. So, the reason why that is important for, a lot of these buildings are actually getting old now. People don't realise how long they've been around. For example, the terrace, Bat Eddie's is 8 years old at the moment. I think it's October. I'm pretty sure it's October. So that's 8 years old. So you can kind of say, oh, building's 8 years old compared to, say, the loft, which is only a year old. So you should expect reduction in rent, in theory. Of course, theories never work out like that, do they? Oh, we've got a double green light. So it kind of makes it a strange one. So the reason why I bring that forward, my theory is when Soul Square comes to the market, and it will come, it's taking its time, that's going to be a tricky one for people. Athens Yacht Club over there, great place, Spanish Palace. That's going to be tricky because if Soul Square comes in, let's just say they come in cheaper or the same price as rent per square metre as a terrace, you might ask yourself, why are we paying money for an 7-year-old building when we go into a brand new premises at Soul Square, pay less rent, probably get more traffic? That is going to be the big one, because if you look at the strip in the late 2000s, I believe from my talks to people, the rent was pretty good compared to how much they were making. Now the reason why I say this, for one of the big curbs for small and medium businesses is the rent in Christchurch. We've got a horrific commercial square metre rate. It's the highest in the Southern Hemisphere. It's more than Sydney. So with that in mind, how do you make it cheaper? Well, they say that the landlords are actually profiting hugely in this era. So there's more competition to fix that. Be interesting to find out what happens when Soul Square does come, if it does make everything cheaper. So that's why I bring it up for. But Athens Yacht Club, we just passed before, that's definitely one of the top tier restaurants in the city. It's a great spot. It was trending a bit there, it's kind of pulled back in now, so we're just interesting to see over the summer what happens to it. Mayfair, which is Majestic. Majestic was doing really well. They do high tea, it was a great little bar. But the social influence that they had, she's kind of disappeared a little bit. So not too sure if she's having boy trouble or not. But she's one of a few social media influencers that disappeared. The one I follow the most, the one I got a bit of history of, she's just gone. She's vanished. She does one post a month. And every time she does that one post, she says she's been hibernating and working on herself, as they do. And then she goes again. So, we can't be working on yourself that hard. But yeah, it's just interesting. This was Spagalimi's for a long, long time. It's a great spot. In pre-Crakes, it was okay. It was a place you visited. Post-Crakes, it really took off because it was actually a late night venue. Like you could go here at 11 o'clock, midnight, 10 o'clock, get a pizza and still be served. We came at 11 o'clock one night and we stayed at 1 o'clock in the morning and we're just having pizza, hanging out, having beers, and there was a real party atmosphere. Like there's people hanging around, just enjoying each other's company, drinking beers, listening to music. So yeah, it was actually quite a cool hangout spot. But then they moved because that building was going to be torn down, it was going to be demoed, and that's what came up. But it took ages to demo it, and then it took ages to build that place. So Mayfair only came up post-COVID. I got Goldfinch. So Goldfinch is definitely one of the premier restaurants in Christchurch. Definitely in the top 10. Whether or not you want to say it's top 5, that's a tough order with Odin, Earl, Anati, Athens, all clogging it up. But it definitely is a premier spot. But Victoria Street in general is a tough ask because there's a lot of places down here in such a condensed area. But on the other side is they don't have residents here who support the area. So all the little residential areas in Christchurch, they aren't huge supporters of the area. So the one I compare that to is Atlas Group on Wells, or the Atlas Apartments on Wells. They don't really get out and support the bars at Wells. Now, I could be wrong, but from my observations and research, the Atlas Apartments can't stand the bars because a lot of them are open late and make noise. Well, you moved into the area where you knew there was going to be bars, so, I mean, defies belief. This whole idea where we've got to have so many thousands of people in CBD because Melbourne does it or because Brussels does it, that's fine, but you've got to find the right people. Can't have retirees living around Victoria Street who cringe at the sound of the bog at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like, well, the bog's been here longer than you guys. The bog's put more economical value into the area than you guys do. You guys moved into a residential area knowing it was an area surrounded by pubs. Blows my mind. Mexicanos, which is just closing up. Mexicanos more for the young millennials, Gen Zs. A few older people go there, but mostly that's the crowd I go for. Doodland was closed quite early tonight, actually. Maybe it doesn't open Sundays. Again, another great date night, Doodland. If you want to go somewhere like on the third or fourth date, get quite intimate with someone, that is the spot. Highly recommend Doodland. I love that spot. You Annoy Me and its function bar. I guess Red Room. That's it there. So the dry cleaners through the I think it's Red Bar. But You Annoy Me, best 5 in town apparently. The biggest loss we had is losing Tequila Mockingbird from that bottom bar. I mean, how good was it having revival tequila and booze? Now I know we've moved away from Victoria Street, but it was quite cool having those 3 spots there. Booze is open. They were a Sunday night specialist, not so much anymore. It's a bit of a shame, but it's just, yeah, one of those things, like when the crunch happens, things get cut. Yeah, Booze is a cool spot. Revival, the Nick Pandal neighbourhood in Gin Gin. can't be any parking officers in CBD weekend because that was there last night when I came to the walk and talk. So I try and do the 4: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Last night the TikTok took a bit longer, took about 50 minutes, and I just wasn't in the mood after that. I was like, oh. So I just got this new gimbal and it's been going alright, but it's just started playing up. So if you see it move, or some by south, that's what's happening. Gin, which is now New Regent Street, but it is start here. Yeah, so the gimbal's starting to play up, so I apologise. Because it has a mind of its own. I really can't figure it out. Like, it was perfect until now. So it was perfect for 10 minutes, and now it's just decided to back up. See? And I can't be bothered starting the YouTube again and going all the way back. So we'll just see what happens. If I have to take it off. I don't know what's better, the gimbal or the selfie stick or the hand, see? Maybe I'll just hold it like that. So I'll switch hands there. So Donna 66, of course. I don't know if it's a pub or not. I mean, a bar or not. I don't really think it is. But yeah, Victoria Street is the one as well where the residents are complaining the most. That and St. Ashley Street. And the ones down St. Ashley Street, they're going to get a massive wake-up call when the stadium goes there. They're going to have people shouting and yelling all night long to about 11 o'clock. So you want to get to bed by 10, bad luck. And that's really on the council trying to push this lifestyle living in the city, like, and they aren't even cheap apartments. Well, I guess they kind of are. I mean, $600 for 2 people. You don't get a breakfast bar, you get like a kitchen / lounge and a couple of bedrooms. I mean, yeah, it's a strange one. Why do they keep building apartments there? What stage, what point does the rent drop? Because I reckon it's rent drop, but shouldn't be that high in the first place. That's the thing, isn't it? Spagolinis. Great spot, I love Spagolinis. It's not a bad date spot. Definitely a good family event. You can actually hire out some of the rooms as well for like a party. A lot of young people go there, have a couple of pizzas and work their way into town. So yeah, interesting. Oh. The Lane is the restaurant bar at Sedema Hotel. Smoke Shack. So that closed around about during COVID, I think, maybe just after. Keogh Road was the Indian restaurant next to it. Hasn't opened back up. And they've been going on maybe 4 or 5 years now. They just need to bite the bullet. Either chop it up, turn it into smaller sections, or turn it into an office blocks. Because Christchurch CBD needs more commercial office space. So I've been told. Doesn't need more hospital space, that's for sure. Funny thing about Christchurch though, we've always hovered around 160 bars, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. We've never gone over 170. And by a bar, I mean, you can actually say, look, that's a sound-alone bar, you can actually go there for a drink. I'm not talking about liquor licenses issued, because I think there's about 800 in the CBD. Oh no, maybe 800 restaurants. But I'm actually talking about bars you can actually go to, sit down, not have all the food and have a drink. So there's always about 160 of those. Bit of a black patch at the moment where, so that should be commercial office space. That'll help ease the burden. Bit of a black patch at the moment, not much hospital down here. So yeah, it's an interesting one with commercial office space. But yeah, 160 bars, that's the max you get. I think we're about 161 at the moment. I think we've got to 164, but throughout the whole time I've been keeping the database. It hasn't gone over 165. It's never got to 165. Kebab hut. I thought it was, I think it says hub inside. Oh, it's the hub on the wall. I never actually had kebab hut. I don't really come down here too much anymore. Casino closes at 2. It's too hard to get into CGs. I'm not really keen to carry on to 4 Arcadia for an hour. Kebab hut's about $22.50 for a combo. Bloody young kids smashing the doors. And that costs a lot of money to repair. Bog's all closed up. Not surprised. Bog used to go much later, but because of the economic crunch and because of the culture, they closed much earlier now. Will it change? I think it will. If you look back to like all the trends and stuff, ebbs and flows, you're going to get these times, these hard times. You're going to get these bountiful economic good times as well. We're definitely in a crunch at the moment. The stadium will probably bring it back a little bit, and then hopefully the election next year, I think there will be change next year. Hopefully that does something. We never know. You never know with elections there. This was going to be apartments, so pre-Craigs, this is all commercial buildings, like a big massive tower. This tower over that used to be the Flying Tin Goose or something. I think these people are looking for cigarettes there. It was supposed to be apartments. 10 years ago it was supposed to be apartments. They actually started trying to sell apartments, but it never came, and Harcourts was the people, and then they've stopped it and it got turned into a car park, and now again it's going to be commercial. It's going to be one big commercial tower, so that'll be interesting. But these apartments behind here, they went up post-COVID. They're actually really nice. They're three-bedroom apartments, about $1,000 a week rent. Yeah, so you can tell that landlord's crossing. But I think most of these, some of these are Airbnbs as well, I believe. But they actually got their own car parks. This is one of the few residential settlements that actually had their own car parks. So they actually got garages, I believe, because I actually did a tour. I was going for rent. I thought I'll go have a look because it's actually quite nice. I actually wanted to see inside it because there's so much said about these things. And because they didn't sell out at first, they took a while to sell and get filled. But they do actually have driving garages on some, or they got garages outside them. So it's actually quite a cool looking spot. Club Arcadia. The best car park going around is that casino car park. $4 an hour. Which is really, really good. They get too many car parks in for $4 an hour. So even car parking is dear. I mean, they were own. Oh, did they lease land or own land? I can't remember. But yeah, casino got a nice car park. Always have had a nice car park. Club Arcadia, which also was cruise. It wasn't open last night, so I'm not too sure of the status of the place. Maybe they're just going on hibernation waiting for summer, which to be fair, has to be done sometimes. Rather than pay staff, you might as well just close the place, save the dollars. Come pun. And then you got, that billboard's not filled up, that's not good. Then you got 71 cafe and bar. It's mostly open in the day. They do advertise a bit on Instagram. But it's a tough ask for Victoria Street. There's so many places down here. And then you got the big giants like Casino and the Bog. And then you got like little upstart trendy places like Eleven and Gunpowder. So it's a real tough ask. How you going? First you look at Simrose. Simrose will be 10 years old now. If not older. I actually can't remember when Simrose opened. Well, it's been going good, Simrose. Good fees there, man. Man, I used to be there every weekend at one point. CG's have done the place up. I think that's the executive area now. Not too sure what it is, but I believe. CG's. Casino looking glorious as ever. Casino's still going well. They've still got live music, they've still got the events, still got their what are those fuckers looking at me for? I can hold a stick, motherfuckers. Security staff looking at me like, who's that guy holding the camera? I don't know why we all freak out for when someone holding the camera filming. Gunpowder. Try it next time. Go out somewhere and hold a camera and start recording and see how people treat you. Honestly, it's weird. Midori, Japanese restaurant. But yeah, casino looks great on the outside. I heard Sky C's not doing too well, so I think Queenstown done is on the same level. I think Christchurch is doing right now. And then at the end of it, in the end of the tour, we've got Snits and Co. There was Jolly Poachers then became, before it was Lulu's. Before that was something else. Before that was something else too. So it's had a checker pass, but this is a big Aussie company. I can't see them going anywhere in a hurry. They're trying to get Snits into New Zealand. So snits is like I guess, it's like armadillos over there in Aussie. Apparently it's quite big over there. But yeah, so that's a tour. So I just want to do one for Victoria Street. I haven't actually done one. I've done Victoria Street a couple times. I haven't actually done on YouTube. I just get tired. So I thought, well, I'll come out tonight because I had dinner. Sorry, I had watched the league. Then I had dinner and I came done this. So I was about to go and grab my car now. That's one of them quarters. They actually do have their own little bar there, the Spire Cafe. I mean, it's a bar, hotel bar. And of course you got Cafe 88, is it? The old cheese bar. And that's it. So yeah, that's the tour for tonight. Thanks for watching, if you're watching. Otherwise, have a good night.